Cut both cut and not cut together. That is it. Because that is all there is. It is everything in there. Cut both cut and not cut. That is the conclusion of the essence of enlightenment. Cut both cut and not cut together with everything. Recall this reminder to help one another to cut constantly. It will have the power to help enlighten. It will help you to have the power to enlighten, not just go on with stillness or with being normal. If you go on in that way, it doesn't have the power. You can't move anything when you are still with certain mind state, with stillness, or with feeling normal. Cut both cut and not cut. It is beyond still or not still, normal or not normal, indifferent or not indifferent. If you still with cut, it is also just a pause. It's not a cutting, it's not a stop. It might seem like a cutting, but actually it's not a true cutting. You have to cut both cut and not cut. It has to dissolve both cutting and not cutting together with everything, and it won't be about grasping. Not grasping either cut or not cut. When you cut both cut and not cut, that is when it is not about grasping. That is the true cutting. That is the true essence of enlightenment. So just keep on using the reminder that cut the reminder. Don't just go on in a normal way with seeing, knowing, and be still in that knowing, that seeing, that is sinking, that is drowning in the mind state. In knowing, in seeing, the true essence is about let go, of let go and not letting go, not grasping either grasping and not grasping. Even when you think that you don't have anything, you still have to dissolve, still have to make conclusion, not having, both having and not having. When you feel like you're not having anything, or you feel like there is nothing anymore, you still have to make the conclusion, not having, both having and not having. So there wouldn't be anything in having or not having. So the conclusion, that dissolves the conclusion, you just have to do it constantly, otherwise your old habit will always come back. The habit of being with mindfulness, meditation, perseverance, mind power, the knowing, seeing, or any mind state that is delicate or light, even when you are being with the emptiness, that is the delusive attachment habit. So you just have to make conclusion to dissolve any of that attachment, not grasping, both grasping and not grasping. You just have to do it constantly. It is the thought that dissolves the thought itself. It isn't about a thought that go forward. It is a reminder that dissolves the reminder. It isn't about going forward or try to reach anything. It isn't that, not that kind of thought. It is a reminder that dissolves the reminder itself, and it is affecting everything all around in the same manner. It's the same as if your mind is restless. What surrounds you, what surrounds this mind will be restless as well. In the same way, if the mind seems like not having anything, everything around will have the same feeling, the same effect of not having anything. But it has to be more than that. It has to be more than either having or not having. It won't be about any state of Dhamma, or empty or not empty, or having or not having. It will be beyond. It will be no trace, no identity. No trace of self or no self. there wouldn't be anything to do with anything. That kind of idea wouldn't happen. Not having, either having or not having. Even not having has to conclude to dissolve that not having. Not having, either having or not having together with everything. Yeah, someone might say to me that, oh, I don't have anything anymore, so why do I have to do the conclusion? Actually, when you say that you don't have anything, you are having, not having. Don't trust the feeling of not having anything. And keep saying that I don't have anything anymore. But actually, you have not having. So keep on making the conclusion. Don't trust the feeling of not having anything. Just have to keep dissolving. The first problem of all is you yourself, that you have to dissolve. The second problem is what comes to you. You and the other thing that comes to you, that is a karmic pair, a pair of karma, have karma together. That's why I call it a karmic pair. And to get rid of both you and the other thing that comes to you, you have to make conclusion. Cut both cut and not cut. Not having both having and not having together. Because originally there isn't any, either having or not having. And that is how you get rid of this karmic pair. Where is the other thing that I'm talking about? It is the thing when you said that how come the mind is like this, how come the emotion is like this. That mind, that emotion, that feeling that you have, that you know, that is the other thing I'm talking about. It is what is called, what is known, what is seen. That is what we call the other thing. That is what we call it. When you keep on talking about it in a way that your feeling is like this, how come it's like that? That it means what is known, what is seen. The mind is seen, the mind is known. The emotion is known, the emotion is seen. So that is when you call it. So the knowing is one of the pair, and that what is known is the other one in the pair. So the knowing and the what is known is a pair of karma. That is a karmic pair. So dissolve both. Cut both cut and not cut. Not having both having and not having, dissolve the pair of having and not having. Not relate to both relating and not relating. So dissolve both relating and not relating, and there will be no more pair of karma. Cut both cut and not cut together. And it won't be about grasping, either grasping and not grasping. It will cut automatically. It will be enlightened automatically. Just be diligent in the making conclusion that dissolve the conclusion. Make it constantly. It is the essence of the great compassion, and it has the effect for everything around you. The surrounding. And what is the surrounding? It is the samsara and all the realms of existence. Both that you see and you don't see. All the surrounding will have the effect of relax, that let go of relax together with you. That is the great compassion, to release, that let go of release for everything. It's not like you feel like you don't have anything anymore and you said that you don't need to make conclusion. When you think like that, you're not active in the great compassion. Cut both cut and not cut. And there will be no more you and them automatically. Not having both having and not having. Cut both cut and not cut. Be diligent in making conclusion that dissolve the conclusion. Enlightened, be the essence of enlightenment. Not having both having and not having together. Cut both cut and not cut. Be diligent in making the conclusion that dissolve the conclusion. Just enlightened, be the essence of enlightenment. Not being indifferent. In indifference, that is not enlightenment. Being still in the stillness, that is not enlightenment. That is why someone said that you are still and stiff like a buffalo, because in that stillness is not enlightenment. Still in that stillness, that's why they are saying that you have no brains, no wisdom in being still and stiff like a buffalo. But saying that is also a karma. Go beyond still or not still. To cut both cut and not cut, you don't need to try to have wisdom or not having wisdom. You are deluded in trying to begin and end. In that wisdom, just cut directly. Be direct to the enlightenment. Cut both cut and not cut. If you attach to meditation, you have defilement in meditation. If you attach to mindfulness, that is also a defilement. Whatever you attach to is all about defilement. Just cut. Cut both cut and not cut. Cut both attach and not attach. And there will not be anything left. Even the nothing is solved. No matter how much money you have earned, even 100,000 million baht, there wouldn't be anything left. So cut both cut and not cut together. Even if you have earned the whole world belongs to you. It wouldn't mean anything. It just means that we're going to be tired together in using that money, in having this world together, only for use temporarily. That's it.
ไหม้ไปเรื่อยๆลูกไหม้
just
มัน
keep
ทั้งไหม้
on
ทั้งไม่ไหม้
cut
ดี
cut
ยังไม่
both
ได้
cut and not
ตา
cut.
อยู่ตรงนิ่งตรงเฉยดูนิ่ง
Otherwise, you will always stuck at knowing, seeing, being still in
ดู
knowing,
นิ่งดู
seeing.
เฉยมันไปบล็อกไว้เท่านั้นแหละมัน
It
จะ
is
ดับ
about
ล้าง
blocking. If
กด
you
ไว้อะ
staying still in knowing and seeing.
อะไรช่วยหลุดช่วยสิไอ้ดับล้างจริงๆเนี่ย
So
คลายทิ้งคลาย
you
นะ
better relax than let go and relax instead.
ดับล้างว่างล้าง
Extinguish and empty out. If you feel that you don't have anything at all, you still have to make conclusion to dissolve it, not having, either having or not having. So there is no more something, that feeling that not having anything. The feeling that seem like not having anything. That is what the desire manipulate you to think, to feel. It is what the desire make you think, manipulate you to feel that you don't have anything, that you don't have anything anymore. It is what desire make you think. And why do you want to keep that for? I have told you, let it all gone, be all gone. You know it very well. Every time you make the conclusion, it's empty out. It shined out. So what is left is just for you to be diligent in doing it, in making the conclusion. Not just go on like you're hesitating and not fully committed. It's not like you tiptoeing, going like you're not fully, wholeheartedly committed to the great compassion. Just go on making the conclusion wholeheartedly, because you realized the effect of the conclusion of these sentences. The more you do it, the more powerful. If you see it, if you can see it, if you have the third eye of the divine seeing, you can see on the brightness of the light every time that you make the conclusion. It is the power in itself. It has special power in every sentence I have given you. It is the power of Dhamma. In every sentence, it has the power to help enlighten. And the more you use it, the more powerful it becomes. Every sentence has this special power in itself. What I have given you every day is all you need to use in blessing. But I haven't spelled out everything for you. But you will experience it yourself every time you make the conclusion and follow my lead in this great compassion. This power to help release is the greatest of power of all. All other kinds of power that don't release and relax or extinguish and empty out for others, that is for play, for fun. Those powers to have fun in using the powers. But if it is the power to help release, relax, extinguish and empty, that is the greatest power of all. It is the mother and father of all the powers.
ไหม้มันทั้งไหม้ทั้งไม่
cut
ไหม้
both
วิธี
cut
การนี้มัน
and
ดับ
not
ล้าง
cut
ไปแบบไม่มี
together
สัญชาติและไร้สัญชาติไปเลย
is to extinguish together in a way that there is no identity whatsoever, no
หมดความเห็น
meanings,
หมดความ
no
หมายไปเองหมดเรา
opinions,
หมดเขาไปเอง
no me, no you,
หมด
no
มันทั้ง
us,
หมดทั้งไม่หมด
no them,
ขยัน
no more having or not having.
เดี๋ยวมันจะยิ่งกว่าธรรมาภิบาล
And it will be
ยิ่งกว่าสุ
beyond
ขาภิบาล
good governance or good life.